Hello again and welcome to my monthly video if you are a regular watcher here. So first of all, thank you. If for some reason you're new, it's the first time watching one of these videos, just a quick recap of what I do. I'm TJ Meat, one of the top trophy hunters in the world, #1 in USA according to PSNprofiles.com right now. I'm a big fan of that website and how it keeps the stats and how user friendly it is and how clean for the most part. So one thing it does not have on that site though is monthly leaders, and I was always kind of curious to see how people move in the rankings over the month. So about a year and a half ago I developed a little process to kind of like track on a month-to-month basis of how everybody's going. So this is pretty much the April 2026 update. It kind of shows you who's ranking up, who's down, etc. So I go through three views. The one you're kind of seeing here first is the one that does the overall top 100, and just kind of like what they did this month, where they were last month, and how much they ranked, and then who's the leaders of the month. After that, I do like a 4-month tally, like who's leading in the past 4 months to see like who to look out for, who's slowly on the rise, and so on. And then lastly, I added recently kind of like a similar view to this, but breaking it out by country so people can see how each country's doing. So, gonna hop right into it. Gonna go up to the top. So, normally these videos, I do not make it about myself. However, you can see here, this month is gonna be an exception. So me, TJ Meat, is by far the leader this month. If you look on the top right, I had 2 million points. Second place behind me was Rob Thanatos with 847,000. So yeah, I kind of dominated this month. As you can see here, I'm currently 11th place. I was 21 last month, so I've jumped up 10 spots. If anybody watched my channel over the past few months, I mentioned multiple times that I have been hacking away at my backlog on my PS4, and then after that, I was gonna go nuts. My goal was to get 40 platinums a day last month on average to get 1,200, and I destroyed that. I got 1,540. So again, big jump for me. 21st to 11th, pretty much cut the gap in half from 21st to the 1st, and yeah. So if anybody was looking at me and thinking, TJ Meat, he's just stagnant, he's not moving anywhere, this is kind of proof that you gotta watch out, because I got a lot of games in my backlog. So we'll see how this month goes. I did get most of my games out of the backlog, but I still have a couple hundred in there, and I didn't buy any new games in the past 2-3 weeks, so we'll see what May brings. So, and as you can see here, I am 9. I actually was 10th place on Thursday the 30th, and I didn't play that much. Sorry, no, yeah, Thursday the 30th, but I didn't play that much on Thursday, so I lost that spot in that one day. So it is what it is. So I'll go through some things. Again, my little disclaimer, if I pronounce your name wrong, I apologize. Just whatever. So again, look at the leaders, me with 2 million points, 2,038,000. Rob Thanatos. Second, I think Rob, the last 4 months, he was first. I don't know what it was last month, and then second here. So he's definitely, as you'll see when we get to the next tab, or the next sheet, that he is definitely the leader of the last 4 months. You also got Platinum Cat on here too, 813,000. They've been at the top of the leaderboards for the past few months as well. And then rounding at the top 5, you got Billy691, and then number 5, Marelle Mate. Sorry again. So there you go. As far as the top 10 go, not much going on here. You can see here that 4th and 5th swapped places. So Ginkgo 765 moved up 1 spot. They had 5s and plats, while 5th place had 379. Also, you can see that 7th and 8th switch spots. You can kind of, ever since Tim Pernat got first place a few months back, and you kind of, dwindle down a little bit. So 43 plats last month. So they dropped a spot again. And then the other callouts, you got Café de Sioux jumped up 2 spots. So they became the top 10, obviously before they were 12. After that, I'm not going to go through everything, but some of the bigger drop-offs is because they have been pretty stagnant. Lucas Diaz only got 2 plats, so they dropped 3. Sakura 0430 only got 1, so they dropped 4, and so on. So I'll stop here for a second. You guys can pause the video. This is number 1 through 30 if you want to take a peek. No other major callouts on here. I do see towards the bottom, number 29, Hot Nicks, my fellow USA enemy. I'm only kidding. My USA, what's the term I'm looking for? Arch nemesis? That's not either. Rival. Either way. Competitor. There you go. USA competitor. He jumped up 6 spots, so good for him. So that's 1 through 30. Gonna hop down a little bit so now you can see. There you go. 28 through 56. No huge highlights here. A couple of people jumped up 6 spots. I already talked about Hot Nicks, and then you get the MK Alexander from Spain jumped up 6 as well. And as you can see, you look over here, you can see there's a handful of people that got 0, 1, or just double-digit plats. So there's definitely people that are stagnant dropping, which is good for the other people. So again, this is 28 through 57. So we'll go down a little bit more. So you got 55 through 55 through 84. A lot of green here. A lot of people jumping up. Not a lot of red, which is interesting. There must be people that this doesn't really show sometimes, but if people get banned or private, they will not show anymore. Then other people jump up. So there's a lot of people here that moved up. You can see down towards the bottom, number 83 went up 16 spots. 487 platinums. So Robert 2567 from Germany. Good increase from him. That means they were 99th last month. So it went from 99th to 83rd. So nice jump for them. And then we'll go to the bottom of the file. So 84. So there you go. You can see the rest on the bottom. I'll pause it there. So just curious here. Let's see what the average. Yeah, so the average went up 1 spot, which means somebody on here dropped off the list in order for that to happen. So anyway, that's this tab. I'm going to hop over to the combined. So over here, this shows you the last 4 months. On the left is a regular order, and then each month. So number 1 for the last 4 months, which I mentioned before, is Rob Thanatos with 3.7 million. Second place is myself with 3.2. Again, this month alone, I'm over 2, so that's pretty much the bulk of me going up there. And then Platinum Cat, also up there as well, as I mentioned before, that they had a long, strong 4 months. So there's the rest. Again, everything else is self-explanatory around here. I'll leave it here for you to see. So this is 1 through 28. Pause it if you want to look more. You got 28 through 55. 55 through 82. And then here's the rest. And I'll go back to the top. So over here on the right hand side, I have kind of trending where people have been in the past 7-8 months. October. Okay, never mind. So you can see here, like, for me example, you can see it was 20th, 19th, 20th, 20th, 21st, and then 11th. And over here you can see I went up 3 spots from the month prior. Up 1, down 1, stagnant, down 1, up 10. So pretty much that's what this is. So 1 through 28, 28 through 55, 55 through 82. And then there you go, the rest. So if you see anybody with a 101, that just means they weren't on the list the prior month. So I didn't know what they were. I'm not going to go through the hassle of trying to figure out what they were. It's just too much work. So I just put them as 101. Just so there's a number in there. And the last tab, which is actually usually one of my favorites, go by country. I'll make this a little bigger since I got a lot of space over there. So, all right. So on the top, you got Australia. So Rob Thanatos is number 1. He's not moving that spot anytime soon. He's roughly 3,600 plats ahead. So he will be holding that spot for quite some time, if not forever. Austria, you got Marcian, who's number 3 in the world, is number 1 here. And again, they have a huge gap, 8,700 plat lead. So, and they were also for the country for this past month the most, 411th compared to the other two having under 100. Belgium, you got Chris Play 1, with the number 1 spot, 9,000 plat lead, leader of the month as well. So they're definitely holding their own for quite some time. Brazil, you got 6 players. Number 1 is King Fortunato. And looking over here, they had 418 plats past month, and all the other ones had very little, averaging like 10 each, if that. So they're probably not going anywhere anytime soon. Canada, David's the only one still. You got Czech Republic, only got 1 person there, 95th, so they're just barely in the top 100. France, you got number 1 in the world, so obviously the number 1 in the country as well. And then the one name I can't pronounce, Mireille Mathieu. Again, I apologize, I'm horrible. They had 529 plats the past month. So jump into Germany, which always has the most people. I think there's like 20 people here. How many is it? 19 people from Germany. There's your Platinum Cat, 610 plats. They're 77th in the world and looks like they're 17th in Germany. But if they're the number 1 each month, eventually they will climb higher and higher. So we'll see how Platinum Cat holds up. We'll keep an eye on them. So jumping along, Hong Kong, Tom Guanzi, number 1 with over 1,000 plat lead. So they got a pretty good lead there. Ip Chow 2014 was the number 1 for the month. In Italy, only 1 person. Dojo Man 22, 96th in the world, so they're barely holding on for the top 100. Japan, you got 5 people. Kafia Desu, which has kind of been one of the Japan leaders for quite some time, at the most this month at 372. Then you got 1 person from Luxembourg. Looks like Netherlands. I never highlighted somebody, so here you go. I want to blank for a second. No one Netherlands is number 1 for the month as well. Poland, got Ginkgo 765. Again, they got a big gap. Netherlands got a big gap. Looks like most people leading the country has a pretty big gap. So you got Russia, Zelandika 777 had a good month, 421. They got almost a 5,000 plat lead. I don't know why I highlighted that one. The only one there. I didn't highlight the person here. So there you go. South Korea, you got Last Hit 565. Was the leader of the month with 149 plats, which is probably definitely below the average, but they still have a great lead over second place. Then you got Spain. Jose Fabiolo is number 1, 457 plat lead. For the month, though, it was MK Alexander. Switzerland, you got 3 people. I didn't highlight anybody there, but to be fair, 66 plats. Didn't really stick out, but there you go. They're number 1. Taiwan, Ukraine, United Arab Emirates only has 1 person each. United Kingdom, Tim Pernat is number 1 with a 1,405 plat lead. But at the rate they've been going lately, and the rate that Duff 85 has been going, Tim Pernat may lose that within the next 3 to 5 months, I'm guessing, I'm going to say. And then you got USA. So obviously, I talked about myself a lot, enough. But yep, 21st. Sorry, I was 21st, now I'm 11th in the world. Number 1 here. I got a roughly 1,354 plat lead. And again, I was the leader of everybody, so of course I'm going to be the leader here. Then after that, you got Hot Nicks had a good month, gained about 100 plats onto Raining Elbows. And then you see Mr. Dealer had more than Nature's Lord. Jungle Cat had about 93 more than Nature's Lord. So I said a couple times that Jungle Cat's been climbing. I think I looked at every single month in the past year, and Jungle Cat has gained pretty much every single month. So with 304 gap, we are now in May, June, July, August. Unless Major Lord, kicks it up a little bit, Jungle Cat may pass him by August to October, give or take. So we'll see how that works out. So besides that, most of the gaps are pretty big there. So I'm sorry. I am from the USA, so I pay a little more attention to that. So that's that. I kind of went through the whole list. You can pause anywhere you want. So a couple other disclaimers if you are new to this. I didn't say it in the beginning, but I try to run this as close as possible to midnight Universal Standard Time, if I can. So that way it kind of does a snapshot of month to month. But keep in mind, not every profile is updated at midnight, so there could be, little variations here and there. I think this time I did it around noon, Universal Standard Time, so 1200 o'clock, whatever you guys say that. So anyway, all right, I'm just babbling. I'm tired. I need to take a break. I heard there's a new sale in the store, so I'm gonna go check it out and then go get another 1,000 platinums. Only kidding. So thanks for watching. Take care. Have a good one.